Today we are going to learn how to change the layout of a Microsoft Word document. So the first thing that we need to do is open up our Microsoft Word program. This is going to be the first thing that pops up, and we've already seen this in our other tutorial about how to change the font and the paragraph sections on the Home tab of a Microsoft document. So go ahead and open up a document. Now that you have your document open, you're going to see that we've already talked about the first tab called Home, where we talked about the font and the paragraph section and how to change those when you're doing a document. Today we're going to talk about the Layout tab, so go ahead and click on that. Now there are many things that we could talk about on this tab, but today we're only going to talk about two, the page setup and the margins. In the page setup, you can change the orientation of your paper. So right now it is in portrait orientation, which means that it goes up and down like a picture. When you are typing like a story or when you're typing up a document that you're going to turn into your teacher, usually you will use the portrait landscape. If you are wanting to create a chart and you need the paper to be wider, you would change your orientation to landscape, and that allows you to put more things across your page instead of down your page. We're going to change that back. Now I'm going to have you type your name just like I did, and we're not going to talk about the size of a page because 99% of the time you will probably be using this exact setup and this exact size of a page. The other thing that we're going to talk about with page setup is the Break tab. In Break, you can do something called a page break. This is the only one we are going to talk about because it's the only one that you might need to use. If you click page break, it creates an additional page for you, so you can type in on a different page, maybe different instructions. So if I wanted to start typing student names on this page, I could type student 1, student 2, and so on and so forth. Now we're going to talk about the margins of a paper. Right now our margins are what is normal. So when I talk about margins, if you look right up here, here's the margins section. This is a piece of paper that has blue lines on it. Those blue lines represent the margins. Where all those blue lines meet, inside that blue box is where all of your text will show up. If I'm typing something and I need my margins to be smaller so I can fit more words, I might change it to normal, and you notice that the words moved. Or I might change it to narrow, and again my words moved again. It just makes it so I can type more things across or more things down. Now, if you are not sure of what the margins are that you need, you might use these down and up arrows. So if I want to make my margin on my top bigger, I just hit it until I'm happy with the margin. If I want to change it on the left bigger, I just keep tapping until I have the perfect margin that I am looking for. Now I hope that you all work very hard on your assignment that you're about to get, and you remember how to change the page setup and the margins of your paper, because you never know when you might need to change those for an assignment.